This episode is sponsored by Podcorn. Podcorn is a marketplace connecting podcasters to an amazing podcast sponsorship opportunities. With Podcorn, podcasters of all sizes can browse and choose opportunities right on the platform, set their own rates, and collaborate with brands directly without any exclusivities. The marketplace mission is to give podcasters transparency, creative freedom, and full control. Click the link in the show notes to sign up at Podcorn and start browsing sponsorship opportunities today. Welcome to the Financially Free Journey podcast, and I am your host, Courtney Dyer. This podcast aims to dispel the seemingly complex topic of personal finances, money management, budgeting, debt, credit, investing, and even retirement. And a question that I get on a regular basis is, when should I start saving for retirement? This is a loaded question. With all of the different variables that go into retirement, this can be a vastly different process from person to person. If you close your eyes and you imagine your retirement, what do you see? All of us have our own vision of retirement, and it varies in activities, time frame, when it's happening in your life, financial resources available to you, and the list honestly goes on and on. Now, with that being said, we all have a different idea of what retirement looks like, but the answer is, very simple when it comes to when you should start saving for retirement. Start saving for retirement as soon as possible. The time to start saving for your retirement is now. It was actually yesterday, but we are going to have to settle for now and today. I want to make sure that this message is crystal clear, and the importance of you taking this to heart is critical if you want to live out that vision that you just had when you closed your eyes. Charles Schwab actually reported this statistic that I found quite interesting, that 1/3 of Americans believe that they are going to need somewhere between 1 million and 3 million saved to retire and live comfortably in their retirement. Saving that kind of money takes hard work and dedication and the eighth wonder of the world, which is compound interest. If the majority of people believe that they need such a large sum of number to retire, then why do only 4 out of 10 workers start saving for their retirement by the time they're in their mid-30s? A separate study that was conducted by Nationwide, it found that the average age Americans started actually saving for their retirement was 31 years old. This is great news, considering that if you follow a traditional retirement time frame, which is retiring at 65, you still have over 30 years to accumulate the funds you need for retirement. And guys, I get it. I understand that life is hectic, and for a lot of us, finances can be tight. You may be trying to repay debts, or you're supporting a spouse and children. Whatever the case may be, saving for your retirement may feel like a long shot at this point in life. I know that there is a common argument out there that if you're trying to repay debts, that you may need to stop all contributions to your retirement accounts. Now, this varies depending on your finances, but you need to keep in mind that time in the market is arguably the most critical step to achieving the returns that you need in order to accumulate that magic retirement number. Let me paint a picture for you this way. Someone who starts to save for retirement at the age of 25 has to only save 1/3 of the amount that someone has to save if they started at the age 45. I want you to think about that. 1/3 the amount. That really proves to you the power of compound interest and time in the market. And I want you to start with creating a retirement plan. It may be difficult to start saving for retirement because it seems like something that's long and in the very distant future, but the truth is that your retirement can happen sooner than the traditional time frame if you make it a priority to save for it. Regardless of your time frame, though, a retirement plan is the first step and is critical for you to have in place if you want to meet that goal. So this means sitting down with a professional and reviewing your current financial picture and what you have envisioned for your retirement. An advisor is going to ask you to take into consideration all of the various factors and effects when it comes to your savings rate, the risk in the retirement, and your time horizon. But regardless of your income or your assets, you need to make it a priority to sit down with a professional and create your retirement blueprint. Before meeting with a professional, I want you to make sure that you have answered these questions for yourself. How much do you have saved now? What type of lifestyle do you want to have in your retirement? How many years do you expect to work before you retire? What are your expected income sources in retirement? How are you going to pay for healthcare? And how much can you save each and every month now to put towards your retirement? What is your attitude towards market risk? This is a great beginning point for you to start creating a retirement blueprint for yourself and to help you have a meaningful conversation when you speak to a professional. The bottom line is, guys, don't put this off. The majority of Americans wait until it's way too late to start saving for retirement, and then they're not able to live out that lifestyle that they envisioned when they closed their eyes and thought about retirement. Believe it or not, if you live the retirement dream, you can do it without winning the lottery. You just need to put in some planning and you need to not put it off. So the future you will thank you for making your retirement a priority today. And thank you so much for tuning into today's show. And if you're not already, guys, make sure that you're following us on Instagram. It's @FinanciallyFreeJourney and then Twitter @FinanciallyJ. I share daily tips and motivation that's going to help you with your financially free journey. Until next time.